Hi everyone, it's Jamie Zebra 23. So everything will be back to normal tomorrow. I will finish up the readings and get back to the dailies. I've had a lot going on. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what I was doing. Yeah, a day in the life of a Pisces. But I will be back. You'll be getting your dailies, your monthlies, your X's and O's, your singles, all the good stuff. I miss all of you. I don't know how to put comments on live readings. Hey, Quatasha. Hey, F. Samira AG. Can I do Gemini next? Gemini's already up for September. Hey, David G. Hey, Stephanie. So yeah, everything is going to be going. When I did the live the other day, when I did hey, Billie Jean. Hi, Opinions. Hi, X Diesel. So when I did the lives the other day and it got stuck on a live and I didn't know how to get out. Hey, Kedra. Hey, Miss Tor. It's coming. So when it got stuck on the live, I had to cancel a lot of readings. Yes, Stephanie, I will definitely do that. I'll do money and career for the signs separately. Hi, Chrissy Blunt. So what was I saying? I was saying something. Can't remember. Oh, when it got stuck on the signs, I had to cancel all the readings because I couldn't do any FaceTime chats or any WhatsApp chats. So all of those readings from that day, I had to cram them into the next day. And it was a lot. I won't even tell you the amount of readings I did in one day because you'd be like, Jamie, you would be dead by now. But everything's already, hey, Terry B. But I got everything, I got all the readings done. Everything's good. Did everything. I'm Wonder Woman, I think. Or I'm crazy enough to just have a life like this. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm so excited. September's right around the corner. Hey, Ruben. Hey, Crush. If you guys don't know, Ruben is one of my favorite Capricorn guys. Hey, Alistair. Thank you, Stephanie. So can you guys tell me, is this echoing? Hey, sweet. Hey, Truth Seeker. No, I haven't. I'm going to do all of those tomorrow. Hey, Araceli, little minion. So is it echoing a lot on this one? Because I know when I use my other device, it is echoing. Oh. I don't know what to do. Well, that sucks. Is it echoing to the point where like you guys can't really handle it? Hey, Christina Smith, Christian Smith. Hey, Jesse Jacobo. Hey, not that much. Sagittarius needs guidance. We're getting it this month. Saggies, you guys are always getting it, unfortunately. I mean, that's just something you guys are going to have to live with forever because people are always pissed at you guys. Unfortunately. Hey, Fatima Fisher. Because I have to say Sagittarius has so much energy. You guys are always getting stuff done. You guys are always micromanaging. I mean, you guys know how to come in there and be like, this is what we're going to do. You're going to fix this. You're going to fix that. And we're going to do it like this, and we're going to fix everything. And everyone else is looking at you like, I didn't even get out of bed yet. I say a Sagittarius is the best sign. Well, all signs are good, so don't get mad, you guys. But I say Sagittarius is one of the best signs to have in your corner. Hey, Jesse Jacobo. Really, it's all of them, all the signs are good. But if you want to have if you can't handle your life and you need someone to take control of everything, you want to have a Sagittarius in your life. They'll be like, you know what? We're going to throw all this shit away in your house and we're going to rearrange everything. And you need to shut up and you need to break up with him and you need to put this one over here. Oh, yeah, they'll tell you your whole life. And they're right. They're always right. But definitely in my next life, I want to be a Capricorn. So guys, don't get offended, okay? Next lifetime, I want to be a Capricorn woman. That's like my goal. I don't want anyone to get offended. I don't want Capricorn to get offended. But I feel like with a Capricorn woman, I feel like you guys you're open to love. You're open to new experiences. I feel like you guys put up with more than what a normal person would. I feel like with Capricorn women, I feel like they're not so, like, let me give you an example. So like, let's say my boyfriend doesn't call me on time. Well, I'm married now, but let's say my boyfriend doesn't call me on time. I'm gonna send him about 60 messages accusing him of fucking everybody and their mama. I just am. But a Capricorn woman, you don't call her the minute you said, she'll be chilling, cooking dinner, be normal, everything's fine. Oh, call the next day. Oh, sorry, I slept late, baby. And they'll be like, oh, that's cool. Well, get at me when you can. Like, these chicks are like the calmest, most peaceful, most understanding, most chill people ever. That's what I want to be in a past life. I want to be a normal person in a past life, or not in a past life, but in my next life, I want to be a normal, healthy thinking person. That's what I want. So that's why I want to be a Capricorn woman in my next life. Also, you guys work hard, you take care of home. Well, I do that too. But you guys are pretty much, it's like you put common sense above everything. You do need a Sagittarius, Stephanie. Remember that Sagittarius I tried to hook you up with? She's exactly like what I described as a Sagittarius woman. She's like the most put together woman, but now she's actually dating a Capricorn woman now. So sorry, Steph. But yeah, but yes, that one, she's exactly the exact image of a Sagittarius woman, or a Sagittarius period. Yeah, Kedra, no offense to Pisces, so please don't be offended. I'm a Pisces. But the only thing I don't like about me as a Pisces woman is we think we can fix everybody. So we a lot of times attract a lot of trash. So we attract all this trash, we try to clean them up, try to dust them off, try to fix them up. What's that saying? You can I think this, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the saying is, you can dress them up, but you can't take them to town. Is that the saying? Or you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. So that's us Pisces. Yeah, you can't polish a turd, pretty much, but that's us. We always pick up the strays and try to feed them and nurse them back to health. And as soon as they're strong again, they steal from us, lie and cheat, and use us and abuse us. That's a day in the life of a Pisces, or at least a Jamie Pisces. And then they fuck us over, and then they promise they'll never do it again, and we're like, well, we should forgive. And we take them back again so they can do the same thing to us again. Of course, that's not all Pisces. Yep. So my dealings with Aquarius is it's almost like two. It's almost like two. So like, let's say keep in mind, I love Aquarius. Almost all of my exes are Aquarius and Capricorn. So out of the two, I'd prefer to be with a, Aquarius man. Aquarius men, if they don't want you, they're not even going to talk to you. They don't mess around. If an Aquarius man is interested, he'll talk to you. But if not, he's not going to talk to you. But what I like about Aquarius men is I like the very masculine, irrational ones. And that's usually what I attract. There's some that are like real sweet pushovers, and I'm just not into it. But as far as like Aquarius women, there's nothing wrong with being a sweet pushover, but I'm kind of rough. So it wouldn't work. I'm kind of wild. Team Aquarius. But Aquarius women, I love their energy because you can never figure them out. They're cool as a cucumber. It's like they're the chillest people. They're observing everything, but they're like the chillest people ever. I can't see you, Jesse Jacobo. My Roxy, you're here. Hi, Roxy. I was just thinking about you. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. What have you been doing what have you been up to? Yeah, Aquarius, I mean Virgos are really nice too. I dated one Virgo guy, and he would have been the perfect guy if he didn't cheat on me every time he went offshore, and if he didn't have a porn addiction, if he wasn't a pathological liar. He would have been like the perfect guy. But all the Virgo women I've met have been so sweet and so kind and so understanding. Like, those are some good women as well. Cancer men, let's talk, please don't take offense, Cancer men. Don't take offense, but I can't bubble gum this up. I gotta say how it is. Cancer men are cold as effing ice. No offense to the Cancers out there, the men. I believe that the signs that the men are the opposite of the women. But I think Cancer men, they are just like, they fly off the handle. You say one little thing wrong, and it's like stepping on a landmine. You know, it's like, what the hell? Are we in or are we out? It's like they lead you on, they string you along. I was dealing with this, well, I've dealt with 2 Cancer men. Because I've got a charcoal mask on my face. That's why you guys can't see me. So I dated this one Cancer dude, and he's like, he would message me, "You're the most beautiful woman in the world. You're everything I'd ever think of." And then he would message me 15 minutes later, and he'd be like, "You're a hoe, and I don't want anything to do with you." What the fuck? I'm like, where is that coming from? And then I dated another Cancer dude, and it was basically the same shit, but he's stalking me currently. Stephanie, you know all about him. That guy was a Cancer. My stalker's a Cancer. But anyway, but it's like, if they would just act nice, things could go somewhere. Of course, guys, not all Cancers are like this. I just have to tell you my experiences. But the Cancer women are really sweet, really kind. But these Cancer women, they're looking for a normal, healthy relationship. And they always get disappointed because there's no such thing as a normal, healthy relationship. So, yep. Little stalker, say hi. He's probably watching this, Stephanie. Yeah, but the Cancer women are so sweet and they're so put together. Like, you know, they got their own crap going. They always have a good job. They always, you know, are independent. They're always doing good. Okay, Quatasha Reed, do you really want me to talk about Gemini men? The Gemini men are going to hate me if I talk about Gemini men. Who wants to hear about what I think of Gemini men? I'm just going to put it like this. Donald Trump is a Gemini. He's a Gemini male. But I have to tell you, yeah, let's just say Donald Trump is a Gemini male. But the nicest person I've ever met in my whole life is a Gemini woman. So the Gemini women are the kindest, sweetest. If they're in your corner, if they're your friend, Gemini women, they're the okay, so I'm gonna put it like this: to have somebody as a friend, as a bestie. First Sagittarius, secondly, a Gemini woman. They're the best to be besties with. They good people all the way around. It kind of gives me like a warm energy, like you're going to your grandma's house and they're feeding you, that kind of energy. Like, you know, they're gonna make sure you're doing good. Like if they've got it, you've got it. Gemini women are really nice, but if they don't like you, they can be your worst enemy. Okay, so I've always been terrified to date a Scorpio man. So I've never been with a lot of Scorpio men try to get with me, but I've never been with one because I know about them. And I have to tell you guys, Scorpio men keep me in business. So just, you know, Scorpio men keep me in business. Scorpio men are the most talked about in every reading. This is when I get my, when I get the readings coming in, they always want to talk about a fucked up Scorpio guy. No offense to Scorpio men. I mean, I've never dated a Scorpio man. So I don't know this from experience, but I do have to tell you, they keep me in business. Scorpio men are real funny though. My brother's a Scorpio. But again, I have to just tell you guys my experiences. Doesn't mean that everybody's like this. Okay, so yes, the sex, yeah, that's what, yes. Double lives. Corinne, yes, double lives, triple lives, quadruple lives. If Alistair, I agree. If the Scorpio is far high up bosses, in my opinion. Yeah, if the Scorpio is friends with you or they want to chill with you, they like to present a pretty picture. Men, I'm talking about men. Men, guys, not women. I'm talking about men, Scorpio men. Okay, I will. I'm gonna try to do all the signs if my phone doesn't die first. Hold on, baby. Hold on, let mommy do this real quick. No, silly goose. Hold on, let mommy do it. Okay, every reading okay, so, but yeah, my brother, he's certainly a narcissist. Doesn't mean that all Scorpio men are narcissists, but he is. And he cheats on my sister-in-law. I told her like 5 years ago, I was like, when she would contact me and tell me what she's doing, I'm like, well, what's the difference between 49 and 50? If he cheated on you 49 times, like, what's the difference with it being 50 now, 51, 52? I mean, what's the difference, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But Scorpio women are so sweet. They will go out of their way to help you, but also they love hard. The thing I love about Scorpio women is they can go through a heartbreak and they can be open to love again. Like it's their first love. That's what I love about Scorpio women. Because that's the difference between me as a Pisces. Like, it takes me like 3 or 4 years to get over a breakup. And then once I do find somebody else, I'm like, oh, you're probably gonna lie and cheat like my ex. But a Scorpio woman, they can, go through a breakup. They'll dust themselves off after a little while, and then they're back on the scene, open to new love, and that's the way everybody should do it. Exactly like that. That's the way that I think we should all be. Yes, maybe we had a bad experience, but we should put that behind us and be open to new love. Every experience is an opportunity for new true love, and that's what I love about Scorpio women. I wish after my next lifetime to be a Capricorn, next one, I want to be a Scorpio woman. So who's going next? What do I do next? What sign? I don't remember what I didn't do yet. Oh, Taurus. Okay, so the thing I love about Taurus is, the Taurus men, I never could mesh well with them, only because I'm kind of needy and, codependent and, hold my hand, let's kiss. Oh, you didn't call me, oh, you didn't call me for 4 hours. You must have been sleeping with somebody. Yeah. Do you guys know who Trisha Paytas is? Trisha Paytas? Paytas. I just discovered her maybe a month ago, but she's basically like, we're almost the same. So we're pretty sloppy like that. We're emotionally sloppy, but I think she's a Taurus. Yeah, she's a Taurus. Trisha's a Taurus, but we are the same kind of mushy mush. But the guys, I couldn't handle them not being like, oh, let's kiss, let's hug. I didn't like to be the romantic aggressor. But as far as the women go, they're so chill to hang out with. They're so much fun. They're always saying something fun. They're always kind-hearted. Good people. I love Tauruses. Now, who's next? Let's talk Libra. Oh, I gotta check her out. Let's talk Libra. Okay, Libra men, they do not effing communicate. I've dealt with 2 Libra men and they wouldn't fucking text me back. I'm like, you motherfucker, if you don't fucking text me right now, that's it. It's on. I even went over to this dude's house. I'm like, since you're not fucking texting, open the door and we'll talk here. And I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, what are you doing here? I'm like, you didn't get my 65 text, mother effer? Are we dating or not? I usually do reading specials on Friday. So let's do Libra women. Now, do not get upset because my rising is Libra, so don't get upset, okay? Yes, Libra men lie. No offense to Libra men. But let's talk Libra women. Do not get offended because my rising is Libra. And I have a lot of these traits too, so don't get offended, okay? Nobody get offended with what I'm about to say. I think us Libra women were a little bit too sensitive. Well, Libra women were a little bit too sensitive. We always think somebody's trying to get over on us. We're always in defensive mode. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. So sometimes we think people are coming for us, but they're not. You know, I think, Kotasha, are you still here? I don't know if Kotasha is still here, but a few years ago, I had a run-in with her. It was a total misunderstanding. So I scheduled her reading, I think, for the next day. And she thought I was just being a bitch by not doing her reading right that minute. So she thought like I was playing head games with her, and you know, it was because I was busy. I couldn't do it right then and there, but like she took it personally. And, you know, I had to like explain it to her, but I knew that, you know, because she's a Libra, I knew that, you know, I have to kind of handle it with kid gloves because she's a good person. You know, I knew, you know, I could tell energetically she was a good person. So we fixed it, we hashed it out. But I think a lot of times Libras, they're expecting to get hurt, so they have their swords out. They're like, okay, anybody who messes with me, I'm taking them down. And that's fine. But also, Libras are destined for stardom. Libras are shining stars. They just are. So, hold on, baby. I love you, my number one. You're my number one. Sorry, baby brother. He was here first. You're my number one, baby. So it's kind of like they're always thinking somebody's out to get them, so they're on the defense, which is fine. But Libras are destined for stardom. And I feel like if they can just get there, everything will be fine. Once they get to where they want to be, everything will be fine. But the tables turn a lot. All right, now, who are we doing next? Who didn't I do? I think I did Capricorn, I did Sagittarius, I did Taurus, I did Libra, I did Scorpio. Who else did I did I do Pisces yet? Let me just do Pisces real quick. Okay. No, we didn't do Pisces yet. So I'm a Pisces, but I've seen the other side. So I've seen both sides of Pisces. I've seen some of the worst people I've met are Pisces, and some of the best people I've met are Pisces. Who are the most sexual out of the signs? I think that Aries and Gemini and Capricorn. Wait, Aries, Gemini, Capricorn, and Scorpio. So let's do Pisces real quick. Okay. Cardi B is also a Libra. I love her, but she's got a bad temper. So we all do. I think all of us with any Libra in our chart, especially the Libra suns, we got a temper on us. It's hard to control our mouths. So let's do Pisces real quick. Okay, so again, this is another situation where Pisces, the Emperor next, no. So where Pisces is, men and women are the opposite. Please don't take offense, Pisces men. Please don't take offense. I feel like Pisces men sometimes can be a little bit lazy. It's almost like they're looking for a mother. Please don't take offense, Pisces men. Doesn't mean that all Pisces men are like this. And they like to cheat a lot. They're always cheating and they're always kind of playing head games. My ex-husband was a Pisces, but he wasn't like cheating or anything, but he was fucking creepy. But let's say Pisces women though. Pisces women were usually the breadwinners. We're usually the go-getters. We're usually pretty controlling, micromanaging. We like to control the situation to make sure that it goes well. You know, we need everything to go smoothly, and we know if we do it, it'll get done. we're typically monogamous, but if we don't want to be with you, you know, we're gonna be having some fun. We're a pretty sexual sign, but we usually like to get freaky with our partners. We like to get, you know, with our significant others, we'll pretty much do anything to, you know, have a good time there. We like to know that we're pleasing. Okay, so now, let's go to Aries. Okay, again, Aries women and Aries men are the opposite. You did miss Taurus, yes. So let's go to Aries. So Aries men and Aries women, I believe, in my opinion, are like the opposite. Okay, I think that Aries men are super interested in the physical. More in the physical. I feel like they sometimes believe in love at first sight, but then the next day they're over it. I think that Libra men do their best single. I think Libra men, not Libra, but Aries men, I feel like they thrive when they're single. Like, they're more focused on business, more focused on their personal stuff. They just do better when they're single. They kind of get caught up when they're in a relationship. Yes, you missed Capricorn. But let's go to Aries women now. Aries women are so tough. I've never seen anything like it. Yes, you missed it. Aries women, it's like, even if they're hurting, you'll never see it. You'll never know. Like, they're able to just get up, go to work, a lot like Capricorn women are. Like, you would never know from a Capricorn that they're having a hard time. You would never know, you know, same thing with Aries women. Like, they could be like having the worst day ever and you will never know. Like, they go in and they take care of their kids, they put in their work, they do everything right. But they're good people. Now, who else didn't I do? Okay, so I did Pisces, I did Aries, I did Taurus, I did Gemini, I did Cancer, I did Virgo, I did Aquarius, I did Capricorn, I did Sagittarius, I did Libra. I think the only one I'm missing is Leo. Okay, so let's talk Leos. So I've never been able to be with a Leo because they like a lot of attention. The men. Now again, this is another case where I think the men and the women are the opposite. So one of the nicest people I've ever met is a Leo. She is the sweetest. I don't know if she's on here. Hey, Summer, if you're listening, love you long time. So she's a Leo. And I'm telling you, this lady went out of her way for me. And I'm not just saying that because she helped me, but she's just a genuinely good person. So Summer, and yes, that's her real name. So she's like, went above and beyond. She's had a hard life, you know, and still is the sweetest. You would never think that she had a single issue in her whole life. She is so tough. She's got a little baby, and her baby is so lucky to have her. Because she's just one of the strongest people I know. Really, she is. She's been through some shit, and she's made it out smiling, looking gorgeous, and acting like nothing's ever happened. I'm not saying that in order for someone to be strong, they have to pretend like their life was perfect. Yes, very loyal. Yes, you're right, truth seeker. Very loyal friend. They're very strong, goal-oriented, good people. I don't think I've ever encountered a Leo that was just a Leo woman that was just like, you know what, I just want to fuck everybody over. I've never ever encountered something like that. Stephanie, you would fall in love if you ever saw her. She's like, I guess, the epitome of perfection, seriously. Well, I'm sure if you are on somebody's bad side, I'm sure they're not going to be nice to you. So of course, if there's ever enemies out there, yeah, of course. So now let's talk about the Leo men. I like Leo men, but the problem is they seem to be wishy-washy. They're always looking for attention. And there's nothing wrong with wanting attention. There's nothing wrong with boasting and wanting to be the best. I have a Leo brother, by the way. So there's 13 of us. And that Leo brother, like, okay, so most of you know I grew up kind of poor, and we barely had food to eat, things like that. We were always dumped off at my grandma's. Most of you already know the story. So like, let's say I got a candy bar, one candy bar to split with 13 people. I would break it into 13 pieces, and we'd all have a piece. But Cody, the Leo, he'd go eat that candy bar, and then after he's finished it, tell us how great that candy bar was and how he's the smartest one because he was able to obtain that candy bar. And he ate it, and it was the best thing he ever ate in his life while we're sitting there starving. That's just him. My other brother, who's a Scorpio, was losing his house, and my brother Cody, the Leo, got a whole bunch of money. Just got a whole bunch of money. My brother needed like chump change to save his house. And Cody was like, look at all my money. Look at what I just bought. Sorry, I can't afford to help you. But look, do you want to go with me while I buy a new four-wheeler? Like, what the fuck? But I don't think that that's all Leo men. I'm just giving you guys examples of my experience. So, but I don't want you guys to think badly of Leo men because they're very strong-willed, very good people. There's a Leo on YouTube. I think he's called Leo the Lion King. I think he's an astrologist. But you can just see, he's good at what he does. I'm not talking smack about him, but guys, go look at his page. And that kind of sums up a Leo's man's energy. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm more of an introvert. Leos are typically, very social butterflies, and that is great. So if you're a social butterfly, you should definitely hang out with a Leo. If you are a go-getter and you care about labels and money and success, not all Leos, of course, you want to hang out with a Leo. They usually are very attractive. They're usually very, they keep their bodies right, healthy. They're very interested in self-care, which I think is a healthy way to be. Very healthy way. They like to brag a lot, and there's nothing wrong with bragging. I think bragging is good. But for me, it's off for someone like me who grew up very, very poor, I kind of feel uncomfortable about bragging about anything. It's just something, maybe that's just, a personal issue of mine. Maybe it's not a healthy thing, but I'm just not the type. I believe it, Truth Seeker. If you want to see who's successful, the first thing you should go for is a Leo. If you want to learn how to be successful, a Leo. For sure. And in any way. They've got good ideas. Billie Jean. But yes, Leos are typically the most attractive of the zodiac signs. Leos are typically the most successful of the zodiac signs. Nobody get offended, okay? But they put in the work. They put in the work that maybe some of us would not. Like, I couldn't be social like a Leo. But Leos are social, so guess what? They get noticed. They get compensated because they're putting in the work. When they work a job, they're usually the best at that job. They put in work. That makes sense, Truth Seeker. And he did an amazing job. Yes, very hard workers. Now let me see, was there any other zodiac sign? I think I did everybody. I did Leo, I did Cancer. Yes, and that's why you guys attract such success, because you are like that. Stop it, baby. Well, Alistair, my brother does do that. His life might be in shambles, but he makes everybody want to be him. Yes, Capricorns absolutely do. But the thing about Capricorns is I feel like they work so hard, but they don't usually see a return. But Leo, they work hard, they see the return, but unfortunately many times Capricorns, it's like they work their asses off and they sacrifice so much, and they rarely get compensated properly. It's not fair. No, please don't do that. Yes, Leos are hustlers for sure. That's actually, I already did Taurus. No, I think all signs are capable of making a lot of money. But, you know, there was I think, what's the statute of limitations for stealing? Like for, because I don't want to tell you guys this and then he gets prosecuted. What's the statute of limitations for stealing? Uncle Cody's silly. Even Juan's laughing. Even Juan's laughing because he knows about his Uncle Cody. So when we were kids, there was down by my grandma's, there was yeah, Uncle Cody cakes. So there was like a vegetable stand. He was only like 6 years old. So yeah, Juan is funny. He was only like 6 years old. So now he's like 35. But, you know, Cody was always the risk taker. He's the Leo. So he would walk almost a mile down to this vegetable stand. He would take, you know, in upstate New York, people they trust. So it would be an unlocked money box. You know, they would just expect for you to put the money in there and be, you know, take the vegetables you paid for and leave the money. So, so Cody would go down there, steal all their vegetables, bring his little backpack, steal all the vegetables and the money out of the cash box. Then he'd walk another 4 miles to Bartle's Pharmacy and spend all the money on squirt guns and Lunchables and come back and be eating all that food. And we'd say, well, can we have some? Can we play with one of the toys? No, you can't, no. But we haven't eaten in 2 days. Can we just have one bite of that bell pepper? No. Cody. But, you know, truthfully, he's the one that took the risk. He stole that money. He stole those vegetables. Cody still is to this day, but I won't go into it. Oh yeah, if you want to conspire, you call Cody. Cody knows a way. But yeah, but the truth is, he's the one who walked all those miles. He's the one that took the risk by stealing. He's the one who did that barefoot. So yeah, Cody's a thug. So I'm not talking shit, but yeah. Billie Jean. But yeah, Cody. So anybody who's thinking about calling the cops, he was only 6. So, Tatted Beast, well, you might want to link up, but he might end up taking your money, investing your money, and then flying off into the sunset where you don't see a penny back. So, but I do have to say, Cody's such a good father. Maybe not a good husband, but a good father for sure. Okay, so some of you were in the comment section asking me what signs are compatible with each sign. Everybody's different. So I would more go with, are you an introvert or an extrovert? So that's how you should really be trying to find your compatibility, because you could find a social Pisces and you're social and it'll work. You could find a homebody Pisces and you could be, a social butterfly and it won't work because this Pisces likes to stay home. Do you like to stay home? Roxy Bolt, that's true, but I think that, well then, Truth Seeker, you should try to find both then. Somebody who's the same way as you. So I can't be going out to clubs. I get social anxiety in Walmart. I can only buy half the stuff on my list because I'm going to be like, freaking out. Like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. We have to go. So who wants to hang out with a crazy lady like me if you're social? So Roxy, you could be with somebody who's a mix of that. Well, Alicia Thompson, probably so, but I don't think forcing someone to have a panic attack is a good opposite. So somebody like me, I could never go out with that person. Like, so if I date the opposite, we would never see each other. So you guys have to look at, zodiac signs are important, but compatibility is the very most important thing. If you're a crackhead, you probably shouldn't be dating somebody who doesn't do drugs. If you're a drunk, you probably shouldn't be dating someone who doesn't drink. Drunks should hang with drunks, crackheads should hang with crackheads. A rich person shouldn't hang with a poor person unless the rich person is willing to share. It just won't work. So, yes, Alicia Thompson, my brother tries to take over the situation, and my sister-in-law cannot hang. So you guys should try to find compatibility, because if you'll notice, like crackheads, they always stay together. I know I always say this, but they always stay together. Like they're both seeking the same thing. They're both trying to get the next high. It's a perfect relationship. Oh yeah, I just sucked Bob's dick over there, and yeah, I got $50. Whose dick did you suck? How much did you get? It's like they got a common goal. It's perfect. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, who watches Love After Lockup? Does anybody on here watch Love After Lockup? But it's the truth. Who watches Love After Lockup? Yeah, it really is. It's magical. But on Love After Lockup, there's a couple called Clint and Tracy. They're both hitting that crack pipe. They're like freaking perfect. Those two should never break up. Yeah, they're both in and out of jail. Yeah, they look fucked up. Yeah, you can tell they're hitting the pipe, but they're always smiling and having some fun. Oh, they're a perfect couple. So if you're not into that, if you're not about that life, don't be about that life. Terry B, the new Love After Lockup, the first episode aired. Oh my goodness, I am so addicted already. This new group is the best. Hey Laura, how are you, Laura? Yeah, between fights. Yes, Roxy, if you're not watching Love After Lockup, there's free episodes on YouTube. Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance. And before the 90 days and then 90 days the other way. Get on those shows. They're so addicting. You guys have to watch those shows. I never watched them until maybe 3 months ago. I stumbled across it, and these shows are like the best. These people are so nuts, they'll make you look normal. At least they make me feel normal. Yes, Alicia Thompson, I agree. Yeah, you do? Christy, it's the best. No, please don't break that. Nope, we can't go Walmart. No, don't break that, or we're gonna have to go Walmart. It's too late. No, please don't broke it. Don't broke it. No one. You don't broke it. Yeah, Terry, the family Chantel is boring to me. I've never seen Good Girls. Thank you, Diana. So now that you guys are on here, I guys think that I should do a story time channel. What channel is it on? Like what station is Good Girls on? Or yeah. Yes, Love and Hip Hop, but I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in maybe 2 years. Because it started to seem a little scripted to me. Yes, Roxy, one time in band camp. Yes, CBS, okay, Netflix. Yeah, but I don't know what the statute of limitations of the laws are. So I think I'll say if I say allegedly, I won't be arrested, right? Because I know a lot of criminals, and unfortunately, by default, criminal activity has kind of been a part. Do you guys know the statute of limitations on a bouncing check? Yes, Terry B. Yes, Real Housewives, but that kind of got boring to me too. I used to follow all of them, and then I feel like Beverly Hills got scripted. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? No, never what? Never what? What are you guys saying no and never to? The bouncing check? Well, if I was underage, if I was like 10 years old, do you think I could still be prosecuted, allegedly? Okay, good. So this was like 30 years ago. Okay, yeah, so I'm good. Oh, okay, 10, no, okay. Well, let's say, for example, somebody I know overwrote a check at this pizza joint so that I could get pizza. I get pizza for my brothers, and override it for $10 so we could get some soda too. But I guess you could say the people in our small town didn't like our family. Okay, I know a girl who did this. Okay, I think that's what my story time is gonna be. I think that's gonna be the name of my channel. I know a girl who did this. In my small town, they still take checks. It's nuts. I've never seen anything like it. They still do. If you go over there and if you make out a check for gasoline, they take it at the gas station. My mom sent me in there and I was like, Mom, this is a check. Why would they, take a check for gas? They took a check. And then my mom wrote a check to the China place and told them, don't cash it for 3 weeks. And they took it. And they waited 3 weeks to cash it. In my small town, they still do that shit. And then our pharmacy there, they let you use credit. Like, I'm gonna mark up like $200 worth of stuff and then I'll pay you in 3 months. They let you do it. I'm like, we're rich. I wish I would have known this when we were kids. I wouldn't have allegedly, somebody I know wouldn't have had to make up bouncing checks all throughout the town. Yeah. Yes, I love small towns for that too. And a few years ago, my car broke down when I was in upstate New York. And yes, it's old school. They were like, well, we need this and this and this and this and proof of that. I'm like, I don't have anything. And I pulled out a railroad tie out of my purse. And I was like, I got a railroad tie. I swear to God, guys, I'm not even kidding. She goes, let me talk to the owner. They said, yes, I can get the car. They let me get the car. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. So yeah, I would mention the name of the dealership because it's a really nice dealership. And not only at that dealership, guys, I want to say the name, but I'm scared to because I don't want you guys to know where my exact location. But this dealership, if your car breaks down while you're paying off the car, they'll pay to have it fixed. My engine went. And I told them, oh, I'm low on cash and this. They go, okay, well, what? Here, take it to this garage. And they covered it, $1,800. Yes. Like the nicest people ever. And it wasn't just for me, guys. It wasn't just like, oh, well, that's just for you, Jamie. No, they do it for everybody. I won't tell the name. Truth seeker, they do it for everybody. My aunt was like, oh, they always do that. My brother was like, oh, they always do that. No wonder their business is booming in such a small town, because with a dealership like that, who would be stupid enough to go anywhere else? You'd be dumb to not deal with them. No, you have to pay for it. Like, no, you wouldn't be getting over. What they do is, like, let's say, like, they tacked it onto my bill. So, like, if I'm paying off the car and I don't have like $1,800 cash right then and there to get a new engine, they'll be like, okay, we'll cover it, but we're adding it to your bill. So no, it's not like, oh, they're just fixing cars for free and going broke. It's not like that. It's like they cover, if you don't have the money, they cover it first. But of course you have to pay it back every penny. But just the gesture of them not being like, well, you're SOL. You're shit out of luck and we're not helping you. Just go screw yourself. Which is what pretty much any other dealership would say. You know that. Yeah, good people. Maybe after I leave the small town, I'll tell you guys what place it is in case some of you need to go there. Because a lot of you do live in upstate New York and you might want to know what place this is. Yes, the guy who owns it is just so kind. Like, I burst into tears. I'm not used to like anybody helping me, and I'm not one to even ask for help. So I just figured I was just gonna have to scrap the car and start all over. That's what I was thinking. Oh, some of you know about this. Some of you were talking to me when all this happened. This was last year. And I was like freaked out. No, it was 2 years ago. I was pretty freaked out. And my cards told me that this was gonna happen, but then I was like, well, that's kind of unbelievable. Who would do something like that? Well, they do. All right, my lovelies, I'm gonna get off now so that Big Brother doesn't freak out. I hope you guys have a good night, but everything's gonna be back on track tomorrow. You guys will be able to see me. I'll be on camera. I won't have a charcoal mask on. Yes, so hey, Erica. Truth seeker, I would love so much to do that. I would really love to, but there's just so many wild and crazy people in the world. I would just be fearful of my life. But that would be like my dream come true, is to like hit every city and have lunch with all of you guys. Good night, Roxy. Good night, Alicia Thompson. Good night, Alistair. Good night, Jesse Jacobo. Good night, Christy. Yes, I just said that. I'm gonna put out all the other readings tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow everything's gonna be. No, I will be there. Okay. So yes, so everything's gonna be back on track tomorrow. I've had a lot of stuff going on, so that's why. Aw, Truth Seeker, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've just had, you guys wouldn't believe me if I told you. It's that far-fetched, so I'm not even gonna tell you. So, so I will be doing all the rest of the readings tomorrow and everything's gonna be back on track. You wouldn't believe me if I told you. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye.